Alright guys, so we are outside the church here on McCubbin and Dayton. Um, there was some glass that was shattered after they seen some people running across the street through the parking lot. They did see flashlights inside the church. It is registered as vacant. Again, this is going to be the second time this has happened in just over the last couple weeks. We are on Dayton and McCubbin. I do apologize, it is very dark out here. The last time they cleared it, they did find 3 people inside. They are trying to get a hold of a key holder at the moment. They did have broken glass on the side of the building here that will gain them entrance or entry. I don't understand the purpose of breaking into a church. Not too sure what you're actually going to find. You need to find Jesus, but I'm not sure you're going to find that breaking in here. Like I said, the last time they did clear this building, they found 3 people, all juveniles. It is quite a big church, so it did take a lot of officers last time. As you can see, we have at least 2, 4, 6, 7 officers on this side. We also have more officers on the front entrance. It appears that they're playing the waiting game for now. We do have, I believe, at least 2 canines here. I take that back, 3 canines here. We have 2 here. And then we also have this one here is also a canine. As you guys know, they do have the white tops on there. They have the white tops on their cars there. Yeah, it's quite a bit of bacon out here at this moment. Seems like they're doing what they do best. Just hang around, get paid. Fortunately. I mean, they do know there's no immediate threat to anybody. Since the church is vacant. Again, I don't understand why you would break into a church. It doesn't, I cannot think of any good reason on why you would break into a church, especially a vacant one, unless you're trying to find somewhere to sleep. But apparently they Apparently they came in with flashlights, expecting to find something. Not sure if it's the same guys who were here last time. We do have one of the canines leaving the scene. One of their lights there at the top is flickering hard. Another reason why there's no light over here. I was just over a Minnehaha and Victoria over there, and there's quite a bit of dark spots over there as well. You can't really see anything. I actually had to turn on my high beams because it was so dark. But like I said before, they're just kind of just hanging out, guys. They have not tried to make entry. They haven't made any commands, you know, they haven't tried to get them to come out at all. The last time I was on scene, there was actually a guy who said that he sees me a lot and that he just never got a chance to meet me, and he told me how much he appreciates what I do and to show what the police go through on a daily basis. And you know, I did appreciate him appreciating me. I believe I did hear about that shooting. Actually, no, I didn't, Ralphie. I heard about the shooting over on Atwater and Simcoe. It's like a really small street between an alleyway. It looks like an alleyway anyways, but it's a street right off of Rice Street in Atwater. And I heard about that one. So was it a shots fired or was it actual shooting? But yeah, it doesn't seem like anything is under 10 shots nowadays. Usually they have extended magazines. It's sad, man. This world, you know, especially Minneapolis is getting horrible. St. Paul is starting to flood into St. Paul quite a bit, and you know, it's really sad. You know, it's sad what happened today in Minneapolis, and you know, 2 civilians were killed. A cop was killed. It's a very unfortunate incident. They might just be trying to get a hold of the key holder right now. That's why they haven't tried to make entry of any sort. Sorry, there's not much going on here, guys, but I expect them to just wait around until they get the key holder to come open the door, and they're gonna go in and they're gonna clear the building, and hopefully they find the suspects inside. Someone did call and say they heard broken glass. Before that, they seen some people running through this parking lot here, and then they found a glass window broken on the side over here where they were able to make entry. Again, this is the second time in, I believe, the last 2 or 3 weeks that this church was broken into. I do want to say thank you to all you guys who are watching. Thank you for being a subscriber if you are. If you're not, go ahead and subscribe. Definitely if you live in St. Paul and want to know what's going on around here, I do my best to get any information possible that revolves around St. Paul. I am gonna go try and get a front view. Again, we're on McCubbin and Dayton. And this is a huge church here. They need quite a bit of officers for pretty much to clear this place. Apparently we had 4 canines on scene actually, because we still have one here. There's not a whole lot going on this side, guys. I don't actually even see any officers over here. There's an alleyway over on the south side of this building here, or I'm sorry, the north side. I do my best, guys. I did get a lot of shit for them telling me I was picking up evidence over in the North St. Paul shooting. Like I said before, the cops did say it was all contaminated evidence. They did not even want to pick up the shell casings themselves. They didn't even pretty much care for it. So, I mean, he really just kind of looked at me, shrugged his shoulders. So, I definitely picked them up myself. That way a kid wouldn't find them. Got rid of them. But yeah, a lot of people were telling me how I was on an active crime scene and this and that. And when I arrived at the building, the police were actually taking down the tape, but I was able to get a bunch of photos and videos before they took down all of it. As you guys would assume, it was a huge crime scene, so they had a lot of tape up. Oh, 2 people just got in their car. You know, Joe, I don't understand why people would do that. You know, it really just doesn't make sense to me why someone would break into a church. You know, I keep trying to find reasons in my mind to really think about it. I mean, and especially this one's a vacant church. It's been vacant for quite a while, and you know, this is the second time they broke into this specific church, which is really unfortunate. They did this past month, I believe this is the 4th time someone has broken into a church at least. They went in with flashlights, which you know, that doesn't really sit right with me. I mean, you're obviously trying to steal something. I don't understand what they have to steal. Yeah, and you know, if it were an active crime scene, you know, then I really, really highly doubt I would even get in the crime scene. You know, someone pointed that out, and you know, once you're at a crime scene, you know damn well you're not gonna get in there if it's an actual crime scene. Police do a really good job on trying to keep people out, so if that was the case, I would definitely wouldn't have gotten in there in the first place. Like I said, cops were arriving on scene as I was sitting there, getting there as well, and you know, he wasn't really happy. He was really pissed off, and he blamed the east side of St. Paul for being the reason why they had that shooting in North St. Paul. He pretty much said that they were pretty much all people from the east side and that it spilled out of there. He was pretty racist. I mean, honestly, he was actually really racist. He was really mad that people from the east side he wasn't trying to say basically black people, but you know, he really was getting there, you know, and he was anticipating those words without actually saying those words. And you know, he wasn't a very fun cop. He was actually the one that was on Capitol Transparency's live when he went out to that North St. Paul incident. And he was the bald cop that was there at that moment, but he wasn't too happy about it, I'll tell you that much. Well, this car just rolled through a circle in the parking lot. Guess she had to just repark the car. This one seems to be taking off now. Again, I believe they're waiting for the key holder here to make entry. They do need to clear it eventually. They did confirm a broken window on the side of it. As of now, they are just sitting around talking. They've been obviously doing that for the last 15 minutes, guys. As you could see, they have not made any attempts to call the suspects out of the building. I would have just made them come out the same way they got in there, the broken window. You know? And you guys got in, you guys can get out. I mean, what happens when they can't get a hold of the key holder? Do they just bust the door down? Yeah, it's been a pretty slow night tonight. You know, there's a couple incidences earlier, domestic related, and couple people, a couple fights, stuff like that. Not too crazy, at least in St. Paul. I did just get out not too long ago. I was thinking something might happen. You know, it's been a busy couple days though. That shooting over on Rice sounded, I'm sorry, Atwater, and I'm really having a hard time with that second name of that street. I've never heard of it before, honestly, until I went by there earlier, and then I was like, huh, well, this is why it's kind of like an alleyway. But I did go to that scene earlier. There was a fence that was broken down. Definitely, that's where the car crashed into. Someone did get hit by the light rail train as well, a bicyclist. You know, that's the second time a crash occurred with the light rail in the last week. I do have footage of the other one, but it was very fast. They took care of it really quickly. No one was injured, so they just kind of pushed it under the rug real quick. And I mean, it was a quick scene. I got there pretty quickly. It was right after the fire where me and Capitol Transparency were at, and you know, I cannot believe that guy that told us that we couldn't record. You know, especially after him trying to call Bob Fletcher when he was arrested for drunk driving. But there was an incident earlier in the day where this guy was yelling and he was man down, so they went to go check on him on 7th and Lafayette, and we went over there and he was telling me to stop recording again, and that was earlier in the day, but I didn't recognize him either in that incident. But he definitely wasn't happy about me recording in that incident either. So, you know, I don't understand. Maybe he thinks that I'm recording him, which is not the case. But I don't know, guys. I was trying to stick around here, but it really doesn't appear anything is going on. I wanted to ask you guys for advice on a video that I have to see if I should post it. Uh, Basically, there was a guy over on Speedway who, on Lexington, he was completely naked and he was standing there and he was asking, well, he was telling people that he's naked, which we could clearly see. But the police took him down. He was about 300 pounds, completely naked outside the store. Uh, Not sure if he was on drugs or if he was having a mental break, but I've been hesitant on posting it because I'm just not sure. I mean, he was completely naked, so again, I'm not sure if I should post it or not, but I would like to see if you guys think I should post it or not. I mean, I definitely don't want to post it if, you know, people are going to get too butthurt about it. I mean, he was possibly having a mental break, but they took him down and arrested him. Well, they put him in the back of the ambulance, and he was telling them stop putting the gun under my pillow or my blanket. Uh, so I mean, I'm not sure if he was on drugs or not, but one of the officers pretty much went down by his junk to try and take him to the ground, and when at that point it was kind of funny, but the rest of the situation was terrible and sad. But it took like 10 officers to get him to the ground. Again, there's not much going on here, guys. We did have a truck here, restoration services, just pull up, restoration professionals. So I believe they might have the key. Yeah, I mean, that that's why I wanted to get your guys' opinion, because I know some people would be kind of against it. The reason why I would post it, and let me explain to you, because it was the St. Paul police taking him into custody. So that's the main reason why, because it happened in St. Paul. There was children around, so it was a criminal matter. But I might just not post it, because I do not need backlash again. Like, I mean, I really just don't want the backlash. I did try to post more light rail stuff. It's really hard to get a hold of the PIO for Metro Transit. They do not like to respond to me at all. So I do my best to get the stories right with them, but they don't give me much information. So I definitely try to stick to the content that I get. But people as well are not too happy with some of the stuff that I post. I respect your opinion, Jervang, I'm sorry. I would definitely do my best to not post things that are very inappropriate. If I did post it, I was going to post like 18 plus, stuff like that, graphic, beware. But I don't know, we'll see. Uh, I know I'm not trying to get any backlash, so it does appear that we got the restoration professionals here. Not sure if he's just gonna fix the window up or what. From what I know, they did not clear this building, so the suspects could still be inside. I'm not sure why they're allowing this guy to come. It does just appear that he's just gonna fix the window. It's extremely weird. Of course, Vincent, I do my best, man, and you know, our city is a great city. I try to do my best to show you guys what's going on. You know, not all the time is it, you know, good. You know, a lot of crime does happen here, but there's a beautiful spots to our city, just like any other city. And you know, I do my best to show what's going on here, and I try to give you guys all raw, unedited footage. Some things I do edit, basically for people's personal, you know, information or stuff like that. But like I said, in this incident here, guys, I do not see anyone clearing this place at all. They might try to cover up the window first. They are just allowing this guy to go over and try to fix the window. Yeah, I got a lot of my videos that people reported already. I do try and make them appropriate for other people. You know, I do definitely do my best on that. Sometimes I have to edit out certain things, but as far as I said, you know, I have a few of my videos that did get reported. Some of my videos too, they make 18 plus for no reason at all, but I definitely appeal it, and they end up letting me get my footage out there. And I still got a lot of footage that I need to edit, guys, so there will be quite a bit of footage coming out soon. Again, they only let me post like 3 shorts in one day before they don't post my shorts. I mean, they post them, but they don't show them in people's feeds, so they don't get very many views. You know, the reason why I do this is to show you guys what's going on here, and if they don't post it in people's feeds or stuff like that, it kind of defeats the purpose of showing you guys what's actually going on. Yes, I do listen to the scanner for St. Paul. I use this app called Police Scanner, and I mean, it kind of sucks for St. Paul because it has this like static pretty much the whole time. It's like a background static in a way, but I do listen to it all the time, pretty much every day, especially when I'm out. You know, that's my main source of, pretty much source, you know, to get information. So, you know, there was a DOA on Rice Street the other day. I heard that call come out, and I mean, it was on Rice and University over there, and you know, I spent a lot of time in that neighborhood, so I tried to get over there pretty quickly, and they already scooped him up and took him. So I mean, I figured it was an overdose or something. There was not really much of a criminal investigation. I did hit up the PIO for St. Paul, and he hasn't gave me any information about it yet. But I did tell him, you know, when any information is available, please provide me with the details, so I can provide you guys with the details, because I do not like giving out the wrong information. You know, it does happen a lot where you go to a scene and you get the wrong information right off bat, and you know, you can hear multiple different cases of what's going on scene, and you know, especially from the people. Sometimes the police don't know exactly what's going on, so they'll give you the wrong details as well. But I do my best on trying to get you guys the proper details that are facts and not just he say, she say. as of right now, they have not cleared this place, and they just stood around, and now, I mean, they're fixing the window. So even though there was evidence of a good burg, they did not clear it. They're just gonna lock him in, I guess. Makes sense. They needed somewhere to sleep. Well, they'll go ahead and sleep. Like I said, this first time that people got caught in here, it was at least 3 individuals. They were juveniles. He got his mobile workshop over here. Does appear that's going to be it, guys. They are leaving. We got 2 K9 officers. Well, one's going to be leaving here. Did not see any sergeants on scene. Yeah, I'm guessing so. That could definitely be a possibility here. I know they believe they have at least 3 floors in there that they cleared last time. But it could definitely be a possibility that there's cameras inside. I didn't hear anything on the radio chatter about any camera footage, but there definitely could be. Especially after the first break-in that they had, they probably did install some cameras here. Sad that it's such a nice building, you know, it's really sad that this church had to go vacant. You know, I actually, before I knew a lot of people that went here, and, you know, it was a nice church. It's really sad that, you know, it has come down to what it came down to. We are going to go see if these guys can provide any update on what happened, give us any information. Excuse me, guys. You guys got any information for me? Anything you could provide for information-wise here?
Broken window. We don't have any way to access the building. There's no key holder information, so we can't even get in and search it. It's
Okay.
a vacant, abandoned church.
All right.
So there's nothing. We're just gonna board up the broken window and.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, guys. I don't know if you could hear that. They did say they couldn't get a hold of the key holder, so like I said, they're just gonna lock them inside, and you know they'll probably be back out in a little while to fix another broken window. They are just going to lock them inside apparently, so that's gonna be the case here, guys. They came, they saw, they conquered. Like I said, just lock them in. It's the best way you can do it, right? So they didn't have any access to the key holder, so they decided they're just gonna lock him in and call it a day. Be kind of weird to think you're gonna go to jail for breaking and entering, and then all of a sudden they just lock you up, and not in a cell, but just in the place that you broke into. I mean, since it's vacant and no one's in imminent danger, I feel like they said, screw it, and why make entry? I mean, to me, you know, someone's going in there with flashlights, you would assume that they're looking for something, and, you know, they're looking to steal something, and it's definitely a criminal act. But they said that they don't have a way inside, so they are calling it. They're going to just give it up, and they pretty much just locked them inside from boarding up the window. And eventually we'll get another call that they did exit out a different window. When I was a kid, I've seen multiple burglaries. My house was burglarized as a kid, and they came in, the big guns, the canine, everything. And you know every incident, a store, anything that I can imagine, they always came in with the big guns. They always came in with the canines. They always came in on some serious work. Now we're just gonna lock them in and call it a day. But the cop provided information. That's all we have. I do hope you guys like this live. I'm sorry about it being so dark out here. I do apologize that it wasn't very exciting. It's really what it is. And I mean, they didn't see anybody inside with their flashlights on or anything, so they did pretty much all that they said they could do. I am going to end this live. I do appreciate you guys' support. I am working on getting this channel monetized. Like I said, it's not about the money for me. All the money, if I do get monetized, will go back into, basically just be the gas or pretty much getting more cameras set up. I am looking toward getting another camera instead of an iPhone. I'm looking to get an actual camera so I can, get better footage, because sometimes the lighting with an iPhone is really trash and it doesn't actually get good footage, as you guys can see now. I'm also working on getting, a better microphone. So I do appreciate you guys' support. I do appreciate all the subscribers. If you'd like to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. New content will be coming out soon. And don't forget to check out my community tab. I do post daily articles, whether it's from the news or something that's in my personal archives. You can go check out the photos from the North St. Paul shooting that I took. Definitely check those out. But again, I do appreciate you guys. And I will be seeing you guys again soon. Thank you.